Hi everybody, I'm Whitney Janke. I'm a double major in psychology and political science, and today I will be discussing how communication elements connect to Messy by Lola Young as well as Global Goal 3, specifically Target 4 that discusses mental health. So this is my music video. It's Messy by Lola Young. It was released in 2024. So, term one is nonverbal communication. So, nonverbal communication is how we express emotions without using actual words. So, specifically in Messy, there is a section between the first and the second verse where Lola is just moving around the room. There's just instrumental playing, there's no actual lyrics, but through her facial expressions, her body language, her movements, and her appearance, we can see how she's frustrated and we can see the emotion she's communicating without actually speaking. So these nonverbal cues can help the audience recognize the mental burden she's carrying in her relationship before she's actually putting those emotions in words. So this connects to Global Goal 3 because recognizing nonverbal signs of emotional distress can help people identify when someone might be struggling with their mental health and encourage support before the problems get more severe, even when a person is not physically coming out and saying it. So, nonverbal communication really helps to actually see how a person's feeling because they might not want to actually say it. So, self disclosure is my second term. Self disclosure is sharing personal thoughts, feelings, experiences that otherwise people would not know. So, especially in relationships, when stuff is happening between two people, it's hard for others to understand what's happening without you actually telling them because it's your relationship. It's between two people. So, throughout Messy, Lola Young openly reveals her insecurities and her emotional struggles. Specifically in the lyric, "Cause I'm too messy and then I'm too clean," she admits that she feels like she can't live up to the other person's expectations. So, expressing these vulnerable emotions, she's allowing people to understand her struggles within her relationship, and it creates a sense of like connection with others who might feel the same way. This relates to Global Goal 3 because encouraging people to openly discuss emotions can help reduce stigma around mental health, and it promotes sharing things that other people might not know unless you tell them, and it helps you to find support and promote emotional well-being. And it also reminds people that they're not alone, that everyone has their own struggles and you might just have to come out and say them. My third term is comparison level. So, comparison level refers to expectations that people have for what they believe they should receive from the relationship. In Messy, Lily Young expresses her frustration that she never feels like she's enough for the other person, no matter how she changes herself. Again, going back to the lyric, "I'm too messy and then I'm too clean," she feels like she can never get it right. And this illustrates how unrealistic expectations can negatively affect a relationship, and not only the relationship, but the person themselves. She never feels like she's enough, and it creates problems with her self esteem and other emotional stress, and it makes the relationship feel like a burden for her. So the song highlights the conflict between changing to satisfy the other person while also staying true to herself. She can't find what she needs to be. And this connects to Global Goal 3 because healthy relationships and realistic expectations are needed to maintain a positive relationship. You can't maintain a positive relationship if the other person is expecting a lot more than you are out of you, and vice versa. So, um, recognizing that is important to maintain a healthy relationship, which builds on mental health and well being. If you're in a bad relationship, your mental health is going to be hurt as well. So, overall, Messy by Lola Young demonstrates how communication can reveal emotional struggles by coming out and saying it and using nonverbal communication. and comparison level each show different ways that emotions are expressed and how relationships can influence mental health. So, by using these concepts, I was able to understand that communication's not only about just exchanging information, but about expressing yourself in ways that people might not know unless you say it, as well as others recognizing cues of bad mental health or struggles that a person might not come out and say. The song also shows the importance of recognizing these emotional distress signals and creating supportive relationships. And that directly connects to mental health and well being, which is the fourth target of Global Goal 3. And so, by encouraging open communication and greater awareness of these emotional challenges, Messi reminds listeners that understanding and supporting mental health is essential for overall well being. And here is my works cited. Thank you for listening.